Hi, love.
Hey, lovely. Stop.
Oh, are we already streaming?
Yes. Oh, actually, yes. No problem though. We can have a chat.
Okay, that's good to
I
know
can edit.
because
I can edit this bit later. So,
um uh is there a way to pause it?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, well, don't worry then.
Do you
Just
want to
let
have a chat on the phone or something?
Yes, I'll press stop video and mute and I'll give you a quick call.
Amazing. Let me
Okay.
just.
Hold on,
Okay.
I'm just sharing your link as well to Facebook.
Amazing. Uh,
Just to let everybody know, this is going to be streamed live on YouTube, so that if there are more people that show up, they can access the link, and also it's there as a recording for you as a permanent session. I'm going to spotlight Graeme so that you won't be on the screen, but if anybody is uncomfortable with that, please switch your cameras off and I'll just highlight Graeme. We'll start in a few minutes. Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's session, which is, in fact, as Dina just pointed out, day 19 of 21 days. So I mentioned before, I'm just going to let these people into the waiting room. We will be capped at 100, but it's being streamed live to YouTube. I'm going to highlight Graeme so that you won't appear on the YouTube video. But for anybody who is a little nervous about that or uncomfortable, please feel free to switch your cameras off and just follow the session. And then you'll mainly be able to see Graeme on the screen. It's a real pleasure to welcome Graeme to the 21-day challenge because, well, for many, many reasons, one of which is because it brings in diversity, particularly around the embodiment aspect of breathing, because I feel that there can be a tendency in this world and in this life to seek transcendent experiences and to want to get out of the body, believing that the body is somehow less important than a connection to spiritual, as if they are separate. So what I love about practices like Qigong and Tai Chi and movement and functional breathing is that it really encourages us to see the body as the temple, to see the body as the place that we actually want to land in and come back to all the time, to integrate and to really digest and process our experience of life. And there's a saying that I love that says, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Or after the ecstasy, the laundry. And Graeme kind of models that to me, because Graeme is a really dear friend. He's the partner of my other dear friend and soul sister, Sarah, who has also offered a session in this 21-day challenge. And he has such a he's like a little Buddha, really is like a little Buddha, so wise. He has all sorts of offers on Facebook, and I hope you'll drop some links in afterwards, Graeme, to let people find you, because your daily offers in your Sangha are so soothing and comforting, but they're also loaded with humor. And if there's anything we need at the moment in this world, it's humor. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to you, Graeme, and welcome you to the challenge.
So let me just do the famous mantra of 2020 and say, is my microphone on? Yes, it's on. I'm live. Amazing. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this Qigong session. It's really beautiful. And thank you for such a beautiful introduction, Steph. It's I just now have to live up to that, which is a stress. So I'll see what I can do to honor that beautiful introduction, see how it goes. So my name's Graeme. I'm a full-time Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, yoga teacher. Pretty bad to cook, but I'm working on that. And today we'd gathered to do, I made Christmas dinner and it was well received. So thank you for the reminder, Steph. Today we're going to do some Qigong. Now, Qigong, I'll tell you a little bit about what Qigong is. As my approach to this is almost very Taoist, very Zen. And when you, the famous thing is, if you ask a Zen master or a Qigong teacher what this is, the most powerful statement they often give you is, well, you have to figure that out for yourself. Just get on with doing the practice. And this is my approach to this. This practice we're going to be doing today. It's very experiential. As Steph said, I love the Taoist approach because I have a yoga background, which is very, very much about transcendence. In Taoism, that's called the ascending path, the path up the spine. We sometimes call the Kundalini, to get these beautiful, expansive experience through the higher centers. But also in Qigong, we have the descending path. One of the, if you like, the process is to how to bring these expansive understandings, these insights, these beautiful visions or guidances we get sometimes, and bring, if you like, heaven to earth. So how do we come back down what's called the descending channel of the microcosmic orbit? And then Qigong, we do two things. We use the breath for that, and we use focus. It's really there's three levels to the Qigong practice we're going to be doing today. And these are called Jing, Qi, and Shen. So Jing is we're going to be physically moving the body. We're going to be doing some very gentle stretches, and I'll remind you as we go through that the important thing is to honor your own body. I'm only in my body. I know my bones. I know my muscles. I work with them every day. So I know my range of movement. I know my capability. I know how to move in a way that creates stillness and happiness and peace. If you're going with this this is your first session, or you're new to being in your body in this way, what I'd encourage you to do is listen and honor your body. Don't do anything uncomfortable. You know, if I'm lifting my arms, you can only lift one arm because of an injury, lift one arm. If you need to miss anything or adapt anything, adapt it for your own unique bone structure and muscles. That's what I would say on the physical level. If you need to do this sat down, we're going to be standing through some of this, but if you prefer to stay sat down, doing these processes sat down, that's also equally okay. I'm going to try and break this down into maybe 3 sections. So the first section of our practice today is going to be the standing Qigong. Now, Qigong, Qi, energy, Gung, cultivation or work. And this is a breathwork practice in so much as just the same as in India, we have the word Qi, and in India they have prana, and in Japan they have Ki, as in Rei Ki, for like the famous word, universal Ki or universal energy. So this is another way of using the breath to either manipulate or store that life energy in the body. And so then the way that we do it is we use the breath. Now, just like food has different components, you eat a nice vegetable or an apple or something. Within that, there's enzymes, there's vitamins, there's energy, and as long as you put that into the body mindfully, generally your body will know what to do with it. It breaks it all down. It sends the vitamins, the enzymes, everything goes to where it needs to go to, and you don't have to think, right, where am I going to send this vitamin, and how am I going to work with the enzymes, and how am I going to digest this? Your body knows. This is my approach to the Qigong practice we're going to be doing today. Your body knows what to do with the Qi. It knows where you're deficient. It knows where there's blockages, where there's tension. So our job today is to build up energy, to build up Qi in the body using the movement and the breath, and allow everything else to happen quite naturally. Okay, I really want to work on the experiential level of our practice today. So I'll tell you a little bit more about this as we go through our practice. But as I said before, there's going to be 3 sections. We're going to do Qigong. Then we'll probably do a little bit of what's called Gung, which is using the mind to circulate energy or Qi, using the breath through the body. And then I want to use the final part of today's session together as a Q&A, so I can address anything that's come up for you. So yeah, that's generally how we're going to flow today. Okay, so without any further ado, let's stand if possible. Okay, so make sure you have some space around you, just enough to kind of raise your arms, move around if you need to, and make sure you're comfortable, you're not on a slippy floor or anything. And as I said before, if you need to sit down at any time, this practice is very gentle, but if you do need to sit down and relax any time, just do that. There's absolutely no problem with that. My thing is enjoy your session. Just enjoy it. Don't create a big thing in your mind about it. Just get into your body and feel good. So we're going to start by standing in place, and I'm going to introduce you to what the feeling of Qi is. So what I'd like you to do is first we bring the awareness to the feeling of the body. Maybe resting the face, relaxing shoulders and arms. Maybe drop your awareness down. Maybe feel your pelvis, the sensation of your pelvis, and feel almost like your upper body is resting onto your pelvis. It's supporting. Now, the second thing I want you to become aware of the feeling of your breath. And what I want you to imagine that you can do is, as you breathe in, feel the sensation, subtle sensation of the breath come down to the belly. So as you breathe in, feel the belly expand slightly, as if you're drawing light or energy or a soft and gentle feeling into the belly. And with the out breath, the belly slightly contracts. Let's do that a few times. So breathe down into your belly, feel slight expansion. Breathing out, slight contraction. Now keep doing that, but actually just relax your belly now. But as you breathe in, try and feel like the breath is traveling down into your belly, especially this lower abdomen here below the belly button to the base, just kind of almost like filling this area here, as if this was a single lung or something like this, energetic lung. So as you breathe in, we breathe down to this area of, you could call this the second chakra. In Japan, they call it the hara, and in Qigong, we call it the dantian. So we're breathing down, maybe a slight feeling of subtle expansion with the in-breath, subtle contraction with the out-breath. And start to become subtle with this feeling. Now, for some of you, if you're used to having a quiet mind and are quite sensitive, you'll feel straight away as if your breath is literally coming down here. A subtle feeling of energy or breath. Now, on the psychological level, we know that is impossible because your lungs finish somewhere about here. So if you're feeling your breath here, you're feeling prana, you're feeling chi, energy. So we're extracting by using the mind. We're extracting, if you like, the energy from the breath, and we're willfully bringing it down into lower abdomen and dantian. So let's keep that going for a few breaths. Slight expansion and contraction. You can breathe through your mouth, you can breathe through your nose. Just trust your body. Breathe in a way that feels relevant. So as we go through our practice today, I'm going to encourage you to have a main focus. I don't want you to have a tense mind, which is inevitable to some degree when you're learning something. You have to think to program it in, but try and be as relaxed as you can. Try and remember this breathing into the belly and lower abdomen. And then we bring the feet close together, and we're going to start to do the second part of this beautiful practice, which is to start to move the body with the breath. So now with the in-breath, we raise the hands and we imagine holding a point of light, the star above the head. This connects us to, I don't want to go too much into chakra systems and energy systems, so keep it grounded today. But we're holding the if you like, sometimes called the soul chakra, higher center chakra. But you can imagine holding a point of light or a star. And then we bring this energy down to the crown by bringing this prayer posture down above the head. And we imagine that we can breathe in at the crown. Breathing out, hands come down in front of forehead. Breathe in at forehead, energizing your chakra system. Breathe out, hands in front of throat. Imagine breathing in at throat. Breathing out, center of chest. Breathe in. Breathing out, we gently bow, and we do this to stretch and open up the energy pathway in the spine. Do this comfortably, in-breath rise. And now with the out-breath, we push down, and we imagine breathing in here, solar plexus. Breathing out, down again to second chakra, lower dantian. Breathe in, lower abdomen, this area. Breathe out, hands come to the sides, palms face down, connecting with base. Now, as you start to build up more and more chi in your body, especially in your tendons, you'll start to feel subtle things happening in your body. One is that your perineum will naturally clench as you hold the energy here, forming what's called a bandha, or energy lock in yoga. So you could do that physically if you want. Just, it's the PC muscle right at the base, just slightly forward of the base of the spine, right at the base of the body, just slight tensing there for a few breaths. And relax arms, open your stance. So feet round about hip width apart. Now, in traditional, mine isn't a very ancient traditional form of Tai Chi and Qigong. I trained with the creator, a guy called Jason Chan. And in this practice, if you do practice the traditional forms, you'll see slight differences. And one is how I recommend that you stand. So traditional Qigong and Tai Chi, it tends to be what's called tram track feet. For some of you, that will be comfortable, and you'll know if it's comfortable because when you stand with your feet together, your feet will be naturally like this. However, some people stand naturally like me, like this, which means as you open your stance, you'll be more comfortable, in my experience, keeping that angle in the feet. Softening into the knees. Relaxing into your pelvis. Allow your pelvis to kind of soften and tilt slightly forward. You're forming almost like a meditation cushion with the legs, so you can sit your upper body down onto this springy, comfortable leg position. And as you focus on your spine and you have some alertness, your pelvis will tilt forward. And what this does, it takes the lumbar, that arching out the base of the spine, and lets the spine just straighten a little naturally. And we move side to side. Just loosen up your body a little, soften up your body. This beautiful thing, I do this 21 times every morning just after I get up to balance my ear canals, flex my spine, stretch and open my digestive system. It's a beautiful starting move. So move gently and comfortably, loosen up your body. And you want a loose body because your vibration, if you like, is held back by tension. It can expand quite profoundly if you're gentle, soft. Coming back to your start position. Okay, let's begin our Qigong sequence. So the first move we're going to do together, this is called grounding. What we're going to do is imagine we have a ball in front of us. We harmonize the breath and the body. So with the in-breath, the hands come up and over the ball, stroking over the top. And with the out-breath, we kind of stroke the back, but also kind of push down at the same time. Let's do that 6 more times. Breathe into belly, as if the breath itself is lifting the arms, out-breath coming down. Keep that going as we start to expand the chi through the arms. Breathe in, over ball. Breathe out a sense of pushing down. Again. Breathe down into the belly, that energy expanding and lifting the arms, over ball. Out breath, come down. Let's do 3 more. Don't perform this. Perform means you're worried about how it looks. Feel it. Feel it in your body. This draws your mind in and it lets you move more naturally. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more time. Breathe in, over ball. Breathing out, coming down. Rest your arms, soften your shoulders. Now, as we breathe into the belly now, the hands are going to rise. And we're going to push up to the ceiling if that's comfortable for you to do so. And then with the out breath, we sweep through. And we hold the ball behind the back. We stretch back of legs and spine. Hold for about 3. Keep your knees soft. Breathe in, rise. Now, if you need to breathe more quickly, do so. Don't go lightheaded, but keep your move controlled. Out breath as we come down, grounding, holding ball behind back, stretching and opening the back of the body. Soft knees. Hold for 3 and rise again if you can. In breath. Out breath. Two more. Keep going in your own time. As ever, listen to your bones and your muscles. The more relaxed, the more open you are, the greater the vibration of qi in your body. One more time. Last one. We come through gentle stretching. Beautiful Qigong sequence for the morning. Come back to your start position. Stand, relax shoulders. And now we bring the hands forward. Focus on the space between your hands. Sensation in the palms. And it's like we're holding a ball of light or energy. Now, as you breathe in, what I want you to imagine doing is this ball is slightly expanding. And as you breathe out into the belly, the ball contracts slightly. Try and feel the space between the hands. Let's keep that going. In-breath expansion, out-breath contraction. Two more. Expand slightly, out-breath, contract. One more time. Try and feel it. Even if you're here, that's fine. Okay, relax down. Now we're going to turn the golden sun. Hands face each other, so we're going to turn that ball. Breathe in, it rises, comes back to the chest. Out breath, we lower the ball. Turning 5 more times. Breathe in. Focus on the energy or the sensation between the hands. Out breath, lower the ball slowly. And again. Breathing down to your dantian. Breathe from here. Two more times. Dantian breathing, breathing into the lower abdomen. It's like expansion and contraction with each breath. Last one. Rest the arms. Next move is, we could call it a celebration of heaven and earth in the energetic field of the body. So I'll show you this move first. What we're going to do is, as we breathe in, the hands rise again like before, but it's almost like a Superman or Superwoman taking off. So we're going to rise to the tiptoes, stretch to the ceiling. If you can, look up with your eyes as if you could almost look into this center of the forehead. With the out breath, we'll sink to the heels, sink into the knees, slight squat. This grounds the energy into the body. Hold the ball behind the back. And we're going to do that a few times. So let's do that together. Breathe in, hands rise with the in-breath. Dantian breath, tiptoes, stretch to ceiling, hold for 3. If you can, look up with eyes. Sink to heels, sink into knees. Hold the ball behind the back. And keep that going. Stretching, looking up. Stretching comfortably, don't overstretch, no aggression. Sink to heels, sink into knees. Hold ball. Again. Let's do 2 more of these. In-breath, stretch, tiptoes if possible. Look up with eyes. Sink to heels, sink into knees. Hold the ball behind the back. One more time. Come back to start position, soft shoulders, soft arms. Pause, breathe. Just be still for a moment, be calm. Now, the right attitude in your practice is equally as important, if not more important than the practice. That's the same for meditation and everything. So as you breathe, you learn about yourself. Are you doing this in an aggressive way? That means you're fighting against yourself. You're battling with some archetype in your being, usually from childhood. There's a level of self-rejection in that aggressive approach to Qigong. So my recommendation, soften, relax. Don't practice anxiety. Don't practice aggression and fear. Practice love, practice peace. So the next move is called the golden wings. So with the in-breath, we open wings, rise to tiptoes. And with the out-breath, we sink to heels and we trail fingers through the air. And let's keep that going. Breathe in the breath into the belly, lifting the body and the arms. With the out-breath, sinking to heels, grounding and bringing hands down. Again. And if you're starting to feel peaceful, feel good, that means you're getting it right. Even if it doesn't look right, if it feels right, that's good practice. Let's do 3 more of these. Gentle. Breath lifting and then contracting with the movement. Expansion in breath. Contraction, come down, out breath. Let's do 1 more. And then we extend the golden wings. So soften the shoulders, breathe in. The golden wings rise all the way. The palms face out to the side. Tiptoes to open sides of body gently. Out breath, sink to heels, breathing out as we come down. Let's keep that going. Breathe into dantian, into lower abdomen. And let that expand through the body gently, like an expansion of light in your being. Out breath, come down. Let's do 4 more. Last one. Relax your arms down. And now with the in-breath, it's like we're drawing energy. Use your imagination that controls the chi and we draw it up into the belly. Now with the out-breath, we push forwards and down like we're pushing a ball down. Let's do that 3 more times. Breathe in as if you could breathe in up through the legs into the belly. With the out breath, as if we're strengthening lower abdomen and legs, pushing down. 2 more. Draw the earth energy through the legs into the abdomen and belly. In breath. Out breath, pushing against resistance. Let's do 1 more. And we relax the arms. So this is the earth center, if you like. Now we build up the heaven center, higher centers. So with the in-breath, Arms rise and we open. And it's as if we're holding a golden sun on the crown and we're breathing. Slight bend in the elbows. We're breathing still to this area here, but we're holding. We are imagining, this is the intention, that we're holding a ball of light on the crown. And then for 3 breaths, we imagine that we're filled with light. Light is shining and cleansing the internal body. Shining in your being, breathing. And then we come down. Rest shoulders, rest arms. Just stand for a moment. I don't want to be too fierce with you today. I recognize some of you may be new to working with the shoulders and the leg muscles in this way. So shake off if you need to, adjust your stance if you need to today. Golden palms, let's draw that earth energy up again. Breathe in. Breathe out, forwards and down. 2 more times. Breath and body in harmony. Now the hands rise, the palms face forward. Focus on your hands for a few breaths. This is called golden palms. So what I'd like you to do is imagine that the hands are shining with light. Or you may not visualize, so you may feel more of a feeling person, tactile person. If so, simply focus on the feeling in the palms and the fingers for a few breaths. Breathe in, stretch out to sides. Breathe out, come down. Feet close together, relax arms. Maybe shake off if you need to. And we stand for a moment. So as we're doing this practice, we're working on 3 levels of your health. And to put this in modern language, ancient language, Jing Qi Shen, modern language, physical health, emotional health, psychological or mental health. These are the 3 dantians, which kind of cluster on average about 2 chakras together into 1 energy center. So that the way we're building up the chi or the prana in the lower centers is really through the movement. But then our attitude in the practice is working on this area, emotional centers. So this is why we move peacefully, calmly to really clean out this area. 3rd level, so this is emotional health. So emotional health, generally peaceful, joyful, calm. Mental health, this level, very, very simple. Just focus. So instead of 10,000 thoughts, just 1 thought. 1 thought, body or breath or feeling of energy, that creates that steadiness in your mind. And so we want these 3 charged and aligned so that what we spoke about earlier was embodiment. So these higher understandings we can get through various breathwork practices, we can actually hold in the body so they don't stay out here. We can actually bring them in to our reality energetically. So this is the grounding and why we do this kind of practice to embody this higher frequency of consciousness. In Tai Chi, it's Jing Qi Shen, and then you could call it enlightenment, but breaking that word down, it's, if you like, a sense of lightness can inhabit the body, the emotions, and the mind. So let's stand for a moment and rest into the belly. Feet close together, arms by the sides. So let's help ground this energy. We've just worked on it into this lower center, and we're going to do this beginning with the crane pose. So you can use a wall or a chair if you prefer. Just come up onto the tiptoe if that's enough, further if you can. So now as we breathe in, we Raise the right knee. Comfortable height, open wings. And with the out breath, the foot and the hands come down. Swap to the other side. Breathe in. Raise knee, open wings. Out breath, foot and hands come down. Keep that going. In breath, rise. Out breath, come down. Let's do 2 more of these. This really stabilizes the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, brings balance to them both. Open up your stance. Relax shoulders and breathe. And so when I say that parasympathetic, relaxation response, sympathetic alertness. So we want to blend those so they're in harmony. So perfect state of meditation is alert, yang, relaxation, yin. Too much yang, you get a headache. Too much yin, you feel lethargic and fall asleep. So we're looking for that balance in the practice. So steady yourself, open your stance a little, and let's just bring some of this energy back, this breath back down. So turning slightly to the right-hand side, warrior stance. So I want you to sink slightly into this lead knee. And then with the in-breath, hands come up and over the ball again 3 times. In-breath and out-breath, come down. Now, some of you may have just watched that, so let's do 3 together. Breathe in. And breathe out, a sense of pushing down with the out breath into the pelvis and the base. 2 more. We turn to the other side. Warrior stance again, sinking slightly into the lead knee. Breathe in, up and over ball 3 times. Breathe out, push down into pelvis and base. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out, pushing down. Come back to your front. We'll do 1 more movement before we sit down and do some breath meditation. So this final movement is called the microcosmic orbit. And the microcosmic orbit is, if you do yoga, you'll know the up channel, which is from the base up the spine to the crown. This opens and woof, off you go. But in Qigong, we want to take this energy, and instead of leaving the body, we want to actually bring it back down the ascending channel. The descending channel down the front of the body energetically. So we're going to use the breath and the mind to do that. So rest the arms and bring your awareness to your base. Now with the in-breath, we draw up the spine as if you were breathing up the spine to the crown. We come over the top of the head. And then with the out-breath, we're pushing, bringing the energy back down the front of the body to the base. We're going to do that 5 more times. Breathing up the spine, feel it. Breathing up the spine, over crown. Out breath, pushing down back to the base again. Circle this energy through your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, up spine. Draw the energy up or the breath up, out breath. Come down, front of body, back to base. Let's do 3 more of these. Coming back down, relaxing arms. And it's nice to often finish with the heart a little, so let's breathe in and just gently bring this chi up into the chest cavity. Draw it in with the in-breath. Out-breath, we expand the heart energy out to sides and forwards slightly. Breathe in, embrace yourself. Bring that chi, that breath in. Love yourself. Even just for a moment, you can let that go now if that's terrifying for you. Relax down. Breathe in, curl to chest. Breathing out, expand. Breathe in, embrace, bring this compassion into yourself, into your body, into your being. Out breath, one more time. Expanding the energy field. Breathe and embrace yourself. Relax down. And then just really final move. Breathe in, rise and open your heart. Gentle stretching through the arms and the chest gently. Then the out breath, embracing the huge trunk of a tree, or you can imagine a beam of light connecting heaven and earth, meaning the sky and the earth. Hold this for a few breaths. Hands come down, facing abdomen, softening abdomen. We often carry nervous tension in here. When we're depleted here, we get that kind of digestion problems, lower back problems, our postures like this when we're just exhausted. So when we build up the energy here, you have a natural alertness in your posture. You feel more alive. The chi flow up into the brain cells is wonderful, so your mind is slightly sharper. So this is why you work on this. This is the internal energetic meditation cushion for life. Breathing down, hold the chi, softening belly. Feet close together, relax arms. Gather into your lower abdomen, breathe in. Breathe out. Gently hold, thumbs across belly button, hands resting. And this symbolically is helping us store this chi. Relax stance, open, relax arms. Stand with a sense of ease. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Let's take a seat if you're able to do that. So let's take a moment to allow that to settle. You know, when I was studying yoga, the monks would say most important part of the yoga session is the stillness at the end. This allows everything to absorb into the cells and the bones, muscles, the blood. So stillness being the real magical quality of the practice. So take a moment and take this moment to observe these simple teachings. Simple teaching is just for a while, stop trying to become something else. That's just stress. Stop trying to be anywhere other than where you already are. as that's another stress. Stop trying to figure everything out. That's too much stress for the mind. Just arrive where you are more gently, beautifully. Give time to integrate. As I said before, we've just eaten a meal of energy, so your body knows what to do with that energy. If you can become still, allow it to digest it, to do what needs to be done, for it to go where it needs to go. We've done quite a lot of energy work, quite powerful stuff as well, higher lower centers. So instead of doing our Gung practice, I'm just going to encourage you actually to just be still. So, you know, we've done so much energy work. I want you to absorb that. Let your breath rise and fall. And try and notice that behind that part of your being which is trying to get somewhere, grasp something, push something away, is so busy, even busy trying to be spiritual, whatever that is. Behind that, there's a stillness. Behind, if you're, into your meditation, behind the desire for enlightenment, there's a stillness. And that's more beautiful. So behind all pursuing, all trying, there's this complete stillness, which I'm encouraging you to notice, to rest in. This stillness doesn't mean your mind is quiet. The stillness means even if your mind is busy, the thoughts are no different to the changing of the seasons, the clouds moving through the sky. Still, there's a vast space that allows that to happen, which isn't so involved in the stress and the worry and the concern. That can happen, that just passes through the body. Maybe there's a bliss, a stillness, happy thoughts might be there, positive, but even those, just let them be there. They come, they go. You may get incredible highs, sometimes. You could cause, transcendental experiences. Let them come. But also, let them go. Let them stay for as long as they want to, but remain in that peace. Okay, so feeling the chair that you're sat on, ground beneath the feet. Anchor in for a while to that place, that placeless place, as Rumi used to call it. Okay, I'd like to make sure we have plenty of time for questions and answers, and anyone wants to share anything, that was beautiful as well. So we have about 10 minutes to do that. So let me drag my chair across the room. Okay, yeah, that's great. Let me figure out how to stop the live stream for the Q&A. Bear with me 1 second. If you think I'm peaceful, you get to see how stressed I am now trying to stop a stream on YouTube. So,
I think you go to the bit where it says more, Graham, click on that and stop live stream should come up.
okay, let's have a look.
So next to the reactions button, unless you've got the updated.
I haven't got a more at the moment. Maybe because you're the